Hey, we're back at Universal yet again today with Mary and Jess. And we're filming everything on the new iPhone 11 Pro today. So anything that you see is shot with the iPhone handheld. Let it be known that I did not want to come out here today for Halloween Horror Nights. Wanted to go to Tampa because the Bucks are playing the Giants, but I got outvoted. So we're here. The first stop before we go into studios for Horror Nights, we're going to go to Grill Brew. We're going to go check out the Buccaneer game at least a little bit and get some food. I wish there were other places that had the game playing, but this is it. They have this phone booth here. NBC Sports Radio. You can ask questions direct. If you just pick this up, you should be directed to a live call. Our pretzel has arrived. It's bigger than Jess's face. I got wings. These are PB&J wings next to some hot wings, but peanut butter covered wings with a jelly sauce. Peanut butter. Dip it in the jelly. It's different. It's not bad. It's not bad. The food was good. Surprisingly, peanut butter and jelly wings, not the worst thing I've ever had. Peanut butter sauce was delicious. Now, since we didn't do stay and screen, we have to wait on the general line, which is out to here. 10 minutes later, we're getting there. We've made it in. Out of Captain Spaulding's fried chicken and gasoline. Still the best house here, hands down. We've seen it with multiple casts. Absolutely love it. Back to Rob Zombie, Hellbilly Deluxe. Zombieland. Double tap. Bill Murray. She's helping us cross all of New York area. But you're doing such a great job. Coming up over by Mel's, it says drive-in instead of die-in. Someone forgot to shut the lights. And arcade. It's the Monkey Man. Alright, so we haven't filmed so much, but we're in the dark. Cell phone's working pretty good for low light. Oh. Where everybody knows your name. Heading in the Strip Man. We're gonna go back through 1,000 corpses. All right. Oh, they're playing my song. Holy cow, it is foggy. Very fire. The old palm on the lens trick. We're back home. It's actually late on Monday night. I didn't film any more at Universal only because there's not a lot to film, I think, at this point for horror nights, except going into scare zones. And I don't think the scare zones are, let me put it this way, I don't think there's a lot to show in the scare zones other than what we've shown already, and I don't want to keep showing the same things over and over again. So in any event, that was Sunday at Halloween Horror Nights, and I'm trying to get away from filming Horror Nights so much, but I did want to be able to test out the camera on the new iPhone, which we did. And Saturday I went to Universal and did the Dark Arts thing, and I can put a link to that up above as well. I didn't shoot that on the iPhone, but I did take pictures around the park, and I think the one thing that everyone is kind of posting on social media are their pictures with the new iPhone camera, and the camera is certainly amped up from the last iPhone cameras, at least for picture taking. The big thing with like the iPhone Pro or the 11 Pro, which is what I'm shooting this on, is night mode. And night mode doesn't really come into play too much with the video, but it does come into play with photos. So I'm going to put a couple of photos here that we were able to shoot in night mode. And the big thing about night mode, I think that, just if you're interested, or you're seeing these pictures on social media and you want to jump on buying the iPhone 4 night mode specifically and thinking, you're probably going to get a ton of great pictures at Horror Nights. The night mode is good for scenic pictures. It's not the best for action type shots. So when it's really dark, essentially what night mode is doing is just a long shutter. So you're pressing the button and it's a shutter of either like 1 to 3 seconds. So you're really needing to keep the phone steady during that time, and you need the subject to remain steady during that time as well. If the subject moves, so if you have a really beautiful scene and let's say an arcade, and you take a picture with night mode, the shutter will hold down for maybe 3 seconds. As the people are moving, the guests in the park are moving forward and back, or the actors, it just gives you a sense of motion blur, and it'll be a blurry picture with kind of like the arcade cabinets or the lights remaining static or in the same place. But really awesome for night mode. Still pictures. This is one shot that we did take at Horror Nights that was down Sting Alley. And if you guys are familiar with Sting Alley, it's completely pitch black. There's no lights except for some neon lighting around one of the windows in the store. And it was able to illuminate everything really well without any flash or anything. So in any event, and I ramble on, I'm going to go back to shooting videos with the G7X Mark III, which is what we film most of our stuff with. If folks ask, because we get that question a lot, or with the Canon 80D, and those are kind of like the two main cameras that we use to film things. I will say though that if you're interested in shooting video with an iPhone, or you're looking to start a YouTube channel, we've said this a bunch of times, that your phone is more than capable of getting the job done. It may not work the best in some situations, like when it's extremely dark, etc., but it is more than capable, and most phones even have editing software on it as well, so you can shoot your video and edit your video and upload your video, or certainly even live stream if you have that capability on your phone. So, and the iPhone changes that they've made are really fantastic. You can shoot 4K video in 60 frames a second at this point, so you get some really big, beefy files or huge files. And the only thing, I don't have a gimbal holding this thing at this point, so if it's shaky, it's because I'm holding it with my on that note, we're going to say goodnight, say goodbye for now. I'm not sure what the week holds as far as videos. I will say that once we get to the weekend, we're, at least I'm Atlanta bound, and we'll be hitting Netherworld this coming weekend, and we've got a little event to do over at Netherworld. We're going to try to get Six Flags back in for Fright Fest, as well as trying to get to some of the other local haunts. We'll see what we can do, time permitting, and we'll take you guys along with us. So have a great night or day. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for all of your likes, comments, and subscriptions. Treat others the way you want to be treated. Have a great night. We'll see you guys.